So landscaping is not all that easy, especially if you're trying to create something beautiful, but you've got to abide by an HOA or homeowners association's guidelines. If they're saying, well, you can't put a fence in, you can't put this in front of this, you can't do this, how are you even supposed to get started? In this video, I got a client out of Ohio that has this similar problem, but I want to show you some really cool tricks along a fence and along a side yard that you can use in your landscaping. They're going to make it look awesome and make everybody happy, because HOAs can be a pain in the butt. So let's go right into the time lapse. As the mulch is kind of getting carved out for this side yard, here's the situation. We've got a client in Ohio, they have a fence, they have to almost screen the fence, but they don't want to just run arborvitaes along there, which you see in a lot of designing. They want to break it up, they want to create some interest, but they also want to make sure the fence is covered in time. So here's how we're gonna do it. Instead of just doing straight arborvitaes, we're gonna do arborvitaes broken up every couple of feet, and in between those, put some azaleas. Why azaleas? Because they're hardy, they're gonna do well in this sun element, and they're gonna provide some color and the height that they need and the spacing they need to cover that fence in the long run. They'll get between 4 to 5 feet over several years, but the whole idea is it creates interest and it makes it look cool. So that's the first thing I want you to see is break things up, put things in between, and put color in between so that it's not just green, 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 green the whole way. Second thing I want you to look at is pay attention to your sun and shade. We've got a big tree here, which you can kind of see going on, where we've got some Endless Summer Hydrangeas, which do well in the shade. But on the other side where the fence is, it's full-blown sun. So you have to balance this out and know what's gonna do well in the sun, what's gonna do well in the shade, and make sure that these things aren't completely night and day as far as theme. If we just ran that side with all grasses and then did the Endless Summer here and didn't really have any balance of the kind of texture and the shape of these bushes, I think it might look a little off. But because we went Endless Summer and Azaleas, which are about the same size, same shape, they both get color and pops, they have flowers on them, it works out. So sun, shade, make sure you're paying attention to that, and then put these elements together knowing that it's gonna have a similar flow. Third thing I want you to look at is layering. What I see here is an opportunity to put lots of different interests into this bed by having some tulips in the front. We got some hollies behind it. Then we have the azaleas and the arborvitaes. So you've got different layers and different colors and textures all along this side. All of this works well in the sun, and that is also going to create some interest and something cool as you like turn around the street and you see this side yard. It's absolutely beautiful. Like, wow, that's really cool. You kind of hook around the other side. You got the boulders, you got the liriope, you got the transitional elements over to the fence. This all flows and works together because it's similar color and style and shapes, all the bushes, and then you got the little bit of backdrop with those arborvitaes. So instead of doing straight arborvitaes, you got some different things that are gonna fill up that fence area, make the homeowners association happy because now the fence will be covered, and it's something that the client likes because it's something pretty to look at and it really spruces this up. So you got the side yard. Well, what do you do when it comes to the front yard? Go watch this video, and I want you to see an amazing transformation of what it's like to go from a very bland house to an amazing front yard that updates it and completely transforms it and changes the value of that house. See you on that video.